All right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, YouTube, it's been too long. I got a big show for you today. So, first up, it's the 14th. I haven't posted an update in a couple days, but I just wanted to share with y'all my progress on my Oath of Moment for this week. Now, I had to change it up a little bit, but I managed to get the Terminator and the, I suppose you could call it a champion, right here that I had originally planned, but the company master and the sergeant I replaced with this standard bearer and the plasma gunner. I also got the 5 tactical marines done, as you can see behind them, as well as the champion I originally had done. So this is kind of what I knocked out this week. As well, I don't know if you can see over there, I already said got all my bases done, and got everything washed and base coated. So far, I think a pretty good week. Even if my Oath of Moment is a little different than I originally intended. I just wanted to share with you. Let me get a little close up here, because I'm pretty happy with the way this fella turned out. That's probably too bright. Let me get him over here in the other light. Really nice model to paint. I'm still iffy about the black feathers, especially on the large crest there. It's sort of one of those things where I'm testing things out, but what I choose for, the feathers here is going to need to be repeated kind of across the board with a lot of other models. So yeah, there's that guy. Standard bearer here. A very nice old metal sculpt. I'm actually, the only trouble I'm having right now with it is trying to find a backpack that will fit it, but I think I found one of the really old plastic ones. Plasma gunner here pointing out, a little bit of OSL on the plasma gun, and then that champion that I had just about finished before. My Oath of Moment this week is to get these done. These are my 5 Assault Marines with their Mark V Maximus pattern jetpacks. These come off of the Sanguinary Guard kit. If anyone is looking, let me see if I can get it to focus up. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. Sanguinary Guard kit. Really a good looking backpack, and I think the high collared chest piece really adds a lot, as well as I went with a lot of the Crusader helmets for that. So let's talk about some questions, shall we, before I move on to some other stuff. I believe the 13th, the question that I missed was what special character would you like to see in action? And I don't know if you know what these are, but these are chaplains. Seraphicus on the left, and then Asmodai on the right. I believe actually they're both interrogator chaplains. I just read out of Hammer and Bolter Volume 2, which once I finish it I'm going to do a little book review of it. A really great story about a Dark Angel chaplain, and just absolutely love how they're portrayed, how they act, their zeal for the Emperor, and these are some fantastic looking models. I don't know if you guys have got to see them up close before, but man oh man, they look good, they look good. Let's see, what else was there? I've got a short video of something interesting in my town coming up at the end of this, and I wanted to show you some of the other things. You could probably see it earlier, but I've got the base here for my dreadnought. I need to rough up that red stone a little bit, and then replace some of the red accents with brass on him. I wanted to share with you, I'd mentioned earlier in my orc showcase video that I had some other orcs that were on display at my local Games Workshop, so I just wanted to share those with you. Yep. looted Blood Angel helmet there. Set him next to the chaplain, so some righteousness can be dished out. Got a looted Ultramarine shoulder pad. That was a really, really easy fit and really easy conversion for anyone who wants to just add a little bit of flavor to their orc army. As was this one. This is one of the feathers that comes off the Dark Angels champions or company masters or something like that. And I figured an orc would most certainly use this as a fantastic looking mohawk. So there's those three. I also wanted to show off, you might have seen it here in the back, my Daka Jet. Man, I had a great time painting this. I painted this for a competition at my Games Workshop, which was basically paint a large model in a day, and just so much fun to do. A fun kit to build and a fun kit to paint. My favorite part, of course, is the nice orky graffiti I've got on the side that says Zog Off. I really like how the pilot turned out. It gives a really good impression of orky goodness and speed. Thinner the light there maybe a little bit. Like I was saying, I like to put different bits and bobs from other kits onto my orcs. You can see here, this is the flyer base, done really easily with that texture paint from Games Workshop with a Necron corpse there, or I suppose part of a Necron. You know, if you take them apart enough, I don't think they can come back quite as easily. At least I hope so, for fluff's sake. Let's see, what else have I got going on? Oh, here's some goodies, guys. Especially you Savage Orc painters might enjoy this. At my local Games Workshop, I brought with me my bag of useless bits, which I've gotten a couple eBay orders of bits, and every now and then you'll come across some pieces that you know you're just never going to use. And I kind of just set those out on the table for everyone to, you know, take a crack at. And one gentleman was kind enough to give me, in exchange for a very small number of bits, all of these orcs. Most of them are Savage Orcs, but he doesn't play fantasy, so he said they were just taking up space. So I've definitely got 3 Savage Orcs here, as well as some heads that I'm not really sure if they're Savage Orcs. I'm pretty sure 2 are. Some Savage Orc weapon, a horn, 2 spears, some kind of club. This guy looks great. The champion, I believe he is. Really a cool model, and my favorite part about him, get this over here in some better light so you can take a look, is this trophy rack. You can see a little skull there, dwarf head, Saurus warrior head. On the back side we've got a Skaven, a few other skulls, stuff like that. Just a really cool little addition to the model that I think adds a lot of character and fluff. Got 2 of these boar heads, which I don't think I've seen before. I'm just going to assume they're Boar Boy champion heads, something like that. And then, one of my other personal favorites, here's the Savage Orc Great Shaman. Love this head. Just absolutely love the big voodoo mask he's got going on there. And strangely enough, this was sitting in there with him. I don't know if any of you recognize this, but it is the old, I believe, Gorbad Ironclaw, something like that. It says Grotfang, and I know when I googled Grotfang, it came up with one of the current HQs, the one that rides around on the special boar. But I've just got the body and the sword here, as well as the head for his boar, but not the tusks. So, heck, I can probably find something that'll work for that. But, man, really just a great little find. Some Savage Orcs. I love Savage Orcs, and I think that they're some of my favorite orc models. And so just having the chance to one day, sooner or later, paint these up been great. I also picked up, I don't know if you guys keep up with the Games Workshop releases, but picked up the Bombardment Dice Cube. Nice match my army kind of dice with the Adeptus Mechanicus cog there. 125 of those for $30. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to go with something really boring for the question for today, which is if you could sculpt a model for your army, what would it be? And like I said, this is probably the most boring answer possible, but I would sculpt as many robed bodies as I could. It's just, it gets to me every now and then how few options there are for me with this army having only, the running legs or the standing legs. I mean, that's it, unless I go back to old metal models. And even some of them are exactly the same. You see that standard bearer there is almost, exactly the same as the guy next to him. So, yep, I would sculpt some new poses for robed bodies. Like I said, this is my Oath of Moment coming up this week. Hope to get those done. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I've really fallen behind watching those videos, but I'm going to try and catch up here in just a minute. So hopefully I'll be leaving some comments, and hope that you guys leave some comments for me. Thanks, guys. Well, guys, probably not going to get anything done today. Spent the afternoon out here. This is a vineyard, Arlington Vineyard in Nashville. So, spent this afternoon hanging with the wife. Not doing any hobby stuff yet. Maybe I'll do some, maybe I won't. We'll see.